Somewhere between folklore and fever dream, between 90s horror and forgotten video store nightmares, there lurks a film that never got its due. A film that clawed its way out of obscurity, whispered about in the back aisles of rental shops, collecting dust while legends like Leprechaun hogged the limelight. But for those of us who were there, walking the aisles of the horror section, completely enthralled by the horrifying but magnificent cover art of those VHS tapes, we remember Rumpelstiltskin. In 1995, Rumpelstiltskin dropped like a cursed artifact into the world of horror, a wicked, cackling goblin of a film that blended fairy tale and carnage, horror and chaos, practical effects and pure cinematic cheese. But in the decades since, in an age where even the most low-budget and obscure horror films are being remastered and re-released on Blu-ray and 4K, a new Rumpelstiltskin released just never seemed to be on the table, or even a part of the physical media conversation. I mean, sure, we had a shoddy DVD release of the film from Artisan back in 1999, but let's be honest, that version of the film looked more like a bad rip of an already worn-out VHS tape than it did a proper transfer. But beyond that, nothing. This would all change, however, in the fall of 2024, when TobattoVision announced a pre-order for a brand new 4K edition of Rumpelstiltskin, properly transferred, bonus content, the works. Everything fans of the film had been waiting for. There were even legacy-style VHS tapes and vinyl and cassette soundtrack options available. It's like we were in Rumpelstiltskin heaven. I, of course, being the gentleman that I am, ordered the biggest limited edition set I could, as well as the VHS tape, the vinyl soundtrack, and the cassette tape soundtrack. And in February of 2025, my long-awaited package from TobattoVision finally arrived. The package containing the actual VHS tape, however, arrived several weeks later, but more on that later. So today, I invite you to finally join me on a grand unboxing, finally, of Rumpelstiltskin. Alright, let's get into this monstrous beauty. First up, the rigid box itself, wrapped in artwork from none other than ghoulish Gary Pullen, and this is gorgeous. That twisted, maniacal grin, pure nightmare fuel. And if that's not enough, inside we've got a slipcover by Chloe Menon, giving us yet another gruesome take on our tiny terror. Collectors, eat your hearts out. Now, let's talk format, because they went all out. Of course, we've got the 4K UHD disc paired with a standard Blu-ray, both packed with what I assume are some pretty cool special features. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the bonus content. It looks like we have commentary with writer and director Mark Jones and producer Michael Prescott, a making-of featurette, a Remembering Rumpel segment, never before seen behind-the-scenes raw home movie footage, shot in VHS, from the set of Rumpelstiltskin, a baking featurette with Casey Hansen called The Homicidal Homemaker, Rumpelstiltskin edition, a still gallery, and of course, a trailer. Very nice. But this release set doesn't just stop at modern formats. We've also got the aforementioned VHS tape. Not pictured here, as already stated, that box came weeks and weeks after this one did, so that'll be later in the video. Moving on. And here we have the soundtrack, on vinyl and cassette tape. We're going fully old school with this one, folks. As much as I love the scratchy warmth of a good vinyl playing on an old record player with perhaps a needle that's a little too worn, there's something so nostalgic for me about hearing the music of some of your favorite horror movies warping through an old tape deck. And these are absolute perfection. But wait, there's more. A bound booklet, probably packed with production notes and behind-the-scenes goodies from the filmmakers. If you love digging into the weird and wild backstory of 90s horror flicks, this is gonna be gold. We also have an 11x17 poster to haunt your walls and a 4x6 collector's card. Very cool stuff indeed. And because they really wanted to spoil us, we've got a full bound book version of the script. And this is insane. An actual scrapbook for the film. This is some next level collector's content, people. Now, let's talk extras, because this set gets a little unhinged. A ride or die bumper sticker, Rumpelstiltskin sunglasses, a Rumpy baby bib for the cursed infant in your family, aka Mia, a bookmark for all of your fairy tale reading needs, and of course, a Rumpelstiltskin t-shirt. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and last but not least, let's not forget about the VHS tape itself, pictured here in another unboxing since again it came weeks and weeks later after the first box. And you've gotta love it. Look at this thing. The nostalgia hits hard on this one. If you've ever rented Rumpelstiltskin from some dimly lit mom and pop video store like we did back in the day, this thing is gonna teleport you right back. I love it. What a great collection. And there you have it, folks. A box set of cursed objects fit for a Goblin King. After all, Rumpelstiltskin is more than just a movie. It's a cherished piece of 90s horror history, finally given the physical media treatment it deserves. So, whether you're an old school fan or a first-time viewer, let me just say that this set truly captures the madness, the mayhem, and the menace of Rumpelstiltskin, and I can't wait to watch the movie in glorious ultra-high definition. So, to all the horror collectors out there, the cult movie fanatics, the lovers of all things weird and wonderful, this physical media release is one for the books. And this limited edition box set of Rumpelstiltskin goodies, plus the other Rumpelstiltskin goodies I got extra, have completely flipped my lunch tray. And I think it'll flip yours as well. With that said, I want to thank all of you here for watching. Be sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and whatever you do, don't make a deal you can't keep.